To my channel here. This is Page of Fame. So we're back with another video. I told you guys I would do a boxing video. I was supposed to do one Friday. Unfortunately, the event that I was going to talk about did get canceled. So unfortunately, there will be no Virgil Ortiz versus Emmanuel Stillionis. It did not happen yesterday. That was the reason why I didn't make the video. I could have done one on the Jerome Boots Ennis versus Roman Villa. I didn't think that was going to be a good enough fight to do so. It wasn't, but I am going to be talking about it here on the Sunday show because obviously this is a recap of what happened from the night before in the world of boxing. So like I mentioned before, there will be boxing videos and there also will be videos regarding college football. Now, the last college football video you guys seem to really enjoy. That was on the top 10 pass catchers. This one is going to be a boxing episode today. So make sure to, if you love boxing, check this video out. So this is exactly what happened in the Jerome Boots Ennis fight. I did watch this fight. I did kind of know what was going to happen already. Was that Roman Villa was going to be tough, but he was going to be no match for Jerome Boots Ennis, who's an absolute stud and is waiting patiently his turn and has been waiting for a long time his turn to fight Spence or Crawford, and he's fought already 31 fights and he's still a very young fighter. So let's get into it. The fight is a welterweight fight in Atlantic City. It was a 10th round KO. He put him down nice. He put him down nice, honestly, with a great left hand. I love the fact that Boots is a star and he's going to be somebody that hopefully soon gets a big time fight and we will see him versus top competition because I believe he is ready for it. So it happened obviously in the 10th round, but leading up to that fight, we had Jerome Boots Ennis at the age of 26. Remember, he's only 26 years old, Philly native. Fight in Atlantic City early on in the fight. If you guys didn't know, he was hurting. He was throwing actively. Villa wasn't really throwing. It was very odd to see Villa. If you watched him ever before, he does typically start off pretty strong, but he didn't against Boots. Was really more in a defensive mood early. Then later on, he actually started to get a little more active, and each round progressed pretty well in terms of his fight, in terms of his punch output. But the problem was, and you could see it early on, the shots were starting to get to him. The body shots and the left hand was just getting there and getting home consistently. Boots was able to get multiple clean shots on him. And in the 7th round, he did hurt him with the left uppercut, which is what I thought was going to end the fight, honest to God. But it didn't. It got more. Well, I should step back because the 6th round was really where he actually hurt him, and I thought he actually could go down. That was from a couple of right hands, but he was able to survive. Which he then got hurt again in the 7th round, which I thought was really going to end it because Boots' left hand is very, very deadly, and over time it just looked like it was just inflicting too much damage on the left side of his face. Unfortunately, it didn't put him down. Great thing for Villa because he ended up surviving. And then the 8th and 9th round didn't really ever look like Ellis was, like Boots was really hurting him too much. Then in the 10th round, you just saw it. It was like a flash. Halfway through the 10th round, he just hit him, and it was like, this looks like this is about to where it's gonna end. And then he hit him again with the left, and then he hit him again, and I was like, and the last one, he goes down, and the fight was over. The referee immediately just ended the fight. He should have. Villa was not going to get up, and even if he did, he was going to take a world of a beating. So you can see the difference here. Ennis connected on 227 punches, while Villa was only 65. The reason why I'm not showing you guys in the actual footage is because I am not allowed to. Obviously, that is piracy, and I unfortunately cannot show you guys much to the chagrin of that, especially if it's a video that's going to be monetized like this one is. Fortunately, I cannot show that, but what I can tell you is exactly how it happened. And like I said, halfway to the 10th round, it was over for Villa. I knew Jerron Boots Ennis was going to beat him. Villa's always been a tough fighter, but he's never been a great fighter, nor a fighter that could really hurt you too much, and I think that was just what it was. The 30-year-old Venezuelan was good for him for taking the fight a little late, but at the end of the day, it just seemed like a pretty easy decision to come to, that Ennis was going to beat him, and as the fight went on, you just saw it more and more, especially with the little output that Villa was throwing. Next fight for Boots, you saw Emmanuel Stillionis obviously not be able to fight Virgil Ortiz because Virgil Ortiz did pass out on the way to the press conference. That was the reason why the fight has been postponed for the third time. I don't think this fight is actually going to happen anymore. It looks like they're going to go ahead and Golden Boy is going to go ahead and undo this fight and put him in the 154 division because it looked like he was just killing himself too much to make 147 weight. Fine, whatever. I think Virgil Ortiz should do it. I think Virgil Ortiz would be wrong to do Manuel Stillionis like that, but it is what it is there. Manuel Stillionis should be wanting then to go ahead and rumble it up with Boots Ennis. If not, I think Ennis needs to make a deal with maybe someone else. But I honestly, I do believe that this should be a Boots versus Stillionis thing. I think that those would be a great test for Boots. Not that I don't think Boots would win it. I think Boots would win it. But I think it'd be an impressive fight. And then, because Crawford and Spencer are going to do a rematch after this, so it doesn't make sense for Ennis to ask for one of those two because they're not going to give it to him, especially when they have a rematch. And both of them are going to be moving up to 154 after this, likely. So doesn't really make too much sense for Ennis to even try to run after them. He should stick to to the welterweight division. That's probably as big as he's ever going to get. 154 is a little bit too big for him. He's pretty thin for his weight class now, so I can only imagine him trying to move up to 154 would not work well. But this fight was a no-brainer fight. It wasn't a good fight. It was pretty much Ennis just putting his dazzling quick hands to use and his power to show that he can take down another tough fighter. Stillionis should be up next for Ennis, and I hope that is the next move there. If you guys liked, don't make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell. This podcast is going up from here. We should be doing well. The next video you should see is either Monday or Tuesday, and that is going to be on college football. So make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, guys. I'm really close to trying to get this monetized. I just need 500 subscribers, and the rest will be taken care of. Have a great rest of your day. See you in the next one, guys.